Hello everybody, how is it going? My name is Parallax Abstraction and welcome back to Retro Flashback Plays Snatcher. Okay, so we are back at the Queen's Hospital with our new sidekick. But before we get into that, I just want to give you guys one little bit of a programming note here. So yesterday, I finally did what I've been putting off doing for way too damn long, and I reloaded my PC with Windows 8.1. And in the process of doing that, I have tweaked a little bit of my recording setup, mostly to try to improve my mic audio a little bit. I didn't mind it already, but I thought it could get a little bit better, so I probably sound a little bit different this time. I'm interested to see if you guys like it or more or think it's worse, so feel free to leave a comment if you have any feedback on how my mic level sounds. But I think this is going to work out a little bit better, and it's fixed a lot of the problems I had with my old busted-ass Windows 7 install with Capture and some other things, so it's going to mean some cool stuff. So, just wanted to throw that little bit of a note out there. So, alright, so we're back at friggin' Olean's Hospital, and we're going to see what's what here. So, we've got Random the Bounty Hunter with us there. And we're gonna see what's what here. Stuff has kind of gotten real here. Possibly the engineer guy or our inept chief are snatchers. So, it's gonna be, I think this could be interesting. Oh, okay, so this is a... Wait, they have a... What, are the Snatchers conscript a bunch of people in traffic to go around basically acting as if they're doing something to make the hospital look busy? It seems a little, I don't know, in-depth, doesn't it? It is kind of cool that Random actually, like, you're getting basically the same description of the building when you ask again, but now Random is chiming in, which is kind of cool. I like that. Oh. Well, that would make sense. Okay. What do you think, Random? Do you think this coincidence might be random? Huh? Sorry. Alright, well, let's get inside and see what's what. It's really weird talking to a guy whose name is Random. Literally. Yep. You know what? I know exactly where we're gonna go. Remember how in our previous episode we went behind door 3, which had what looked like a desk on rails and which had that weird vase where it's like, this is a vase that means nothing of significance whatsoever. Yeah. I have a feeling that is our underground. Alright, metal's useless as little mini light. Light it up! I love how ominous that music gets. Yeah, we've been through this. I do, thank you. So, can we look at this again? The vase that was not any kind of a big deal before now suddenly is one. Huh. You're not wrong about that. It is funny how this game makes you, like, solve otherwise completely innocuous, or completely, like, unimportant, relatively easy puzzles, but major stuff like this that would be very hard to figure out, it kind of just does it for you. That is very adventure gamey, though, I have to admit. Alright, well. I knew that, like, a whole hour ago. Am I good or what? Dun dun dun.
This apparently leads down to a lower level.
It looks like Jamie was right. Queen's Hospital does have a basement.
And that basement is the Snatcher's main lair. Out of the frying pan and into the fire, as they say.
Let's talk
Well,
about
what do
this
we do
very
now,
loudly.
Gillian?
I'm sure if we do that, the Snatchers won't hear us whatsoever and be on to our plan. I don't know. Peep. Wow, insightful. Alright, you know what? I'm a save here because I have a feeling, since we declared our plan so loudly, that I might run into something down here. I have that feeling. Let's go downstairs, shall we? Alright, sorry, I'll stop doing that. Okie doke, let's do this.
It's a very narrow stairway. We'll have to go down single file.
Okay, who's going to take the point?
That's obvious. The guy with the light.
Hey, that's not fair.
Not really. It's pretty... You're a robot. Makes sense to me.
Well, well. What do we have here?
It's the hospital corridor.
It's the same hallway, but not the one that's on the first floor.
So what does that mean?
An entire floor of Queen's Hospital has been duplicated underground.
So the same floor is both upstairs and downstairs. Sort of like parallel worlds.
So
What?
that desolate setup upstairs is all just a smokescreen. They're making it look like the place is closed down, but in reality, they're keeping themselves quite busy.
Gillian, that means we're already right in the middle of their headquarters. Please use extreme caution.
You know, I'm just gonna say, for security reasons, if you're gonna do something like that, you might not want to make a one-for-one frackin' duplication of the two floors. Maybe make the one down here different so as to be slightly confusing and disorientating? I don't know. I'm gonna guess the three doors are probably not arranged the same way, though, because that would be kind of pointless. Whoops. That's actually not what I wanted to do. I guess. Oh dear. Okay. I know, and I still find that really weird. I guess Snatchers aren't terribly creative, perhaps? I don't know. Now that's a good point. Well, it is a hospital, isn't it? I mean, you kind of want your hospital clean. Oh, is that so? Alright, well, let's, I'm gonna save again. I just have a... Okay, well, I guess, interesting that there's only two switches, so the doors are definitely different. Well, let's open them both, I guess, and, go through the doors again. What's behind door number 1, John? Snazzy. It's a very green operating room. Well, I would postulate that it probably is a real hospital at this point. I don't know. I have to say, though, also, if this is an abandoned hospital, it does seem a little weird to leave the neon sign out front on. Doesn't really look totally abandoned in that case. Let's take a look from one side to the other, because I'm sure that won't do anything really weird, especially since we didn't have that look around option upstairs. Okay, nothing of use on them, I guess. Oh, good. This is encouraging. You should have mentioned that when we walked in here, little buddy. Probably. Anybody here? Ugh! Well, alright then. That was a little, oh. Probably, yeah. So I guess we've, looked at everything, I guess, yeah? Well, that's kind of the point, isn't it? Just double check. Yep. Yep, that's what I thought. That totally was an actual Snatcher. Uh-oh. Glad I saved. Wah! Bro! Bro! That... Ugh.
Did I get it?
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated. There's no doubt now that this is their maintenance facility.
That thing is
This
creepy.
one was probably still waiting to get its artificial skin installed.
So this is what they really look like, huh?
Yeah, that's the scariest thing about them. You can't tell them from real people once they've got that skin on.
Perhaps that's humanity's great weakness. We're always judging books by their cover.
And it's just that human weakness that they're out to take advantage of.
All right, Random. Metal, let's go. The HQ's junk squad can take care of him later. We've got an investigation to do.
Oh, shiz. Stay down, you fucker. Ugh. You know what, Metal? You're gonna have one hell of a friggin' lousy performance review, my friend. You said he was dead. Little bastard.
Impressive! Looks like I misjudged you, junker.
Damn right. It still only took 2 bullets, you know. There are humans who can take more than that. Yeah, that's what you said the last time. Smells like a fire in Taiwan. Sorry, that was inappropriate. Totally saving this. I'm quite certain this is not going to be the only combat we encounter in this area. Yeah. Ka. Well, there doesn't. Everything else is the same, so I guess we're done here. So let's go see what's behind door number 2, Bob. Agreed. How do you get behind door 3, though, is what I want to know. Ah, those are creepy-looking bouncing eyeballs in the corner. Stop judging me with your spastic movement. This is kind of a nasty sound. I think we kind of already ran into him in some respect. Genital micro-manipulators? Oops. I don't like my micro-manipulators unless they're genital micro-manipulators. Did we look at the shelf? No. Finest quality, extra fancy monitors. Well, that'd be a good theory. Yeah, it is a little... Well, it's probably where you grow the skin what to treat the cancer with. Gene Cannon! That actually sounds like it'd be an awesome name for, like, a good, like, Japanese shmup. Gene Cannon! Monoclonal antibodies. I'm not... Yeah, I don't know what that is either. Well, yeah. I think that's been well established, no? Particle accelerator. Okay. Scanning tunnels. Street cameras. That's interesting. Really? Okay. This is getting interesting at this point, I have to say. A lot of dialogue, but that was actually pretty useful. Oh. Probably. Interesting that there's a lot of smell options this time. Okay, well, doesn't look like there's much else to see here. Okay, those eyes are freaking me out. I gotta get out of here. Yeah, room 3, which we still cannot get into. Oh, that's encouraging. But how do we get in there? Well, except it's closed. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna save again. This is a time when I think it makes sense to be prudent with the saving. Okay. You mean pushing them simultaneously? Aha!
All right, let's try pushing both buttons simultaneously.
The
Is there an
two
echo in
buttons
here?
are on opposite panels, so there's no way one person can push them both alone. But if two of us work together, it might do it.
That's it, Gillian. It makes perfect sense. It's the same system they used to use in nuclear missile silos in the late 20th century. Eliminates the risk of one man going nuts and acting alone.
Well, it's hard to be sure, but let's give it a try anyway. I've got button 1. Random, you push number 2. You ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Come on!
Not that
You
complicated.
did it. Door number 3 opened.
With safety measures like that, they must have had a good reason for wanting to keep it closed.
Hey. Let's go. Ah!
Good God!
It's not a
I
very...
read 4 human skeletons in this room.
It's their morgue.
Perhaps victims of the Snatchers?
Well, it doesn't look like whoever put them here was too worried about making sure they would rest in peace.
No, it doesn't. These have got to be their victims.
This is probably where they hide the bodies of the originals they snatch from places like Outer Heaven.
They probably picked Outer Heaven because it gets a lot of VIP traffic. Plus, during masquerade time, they could work the place and still keep their identities secret.
Yeah, and the guy who set up the link between them and Outer Heaven was Freddy, that taxi driver. They must have gone after him not because of who he was, but what he did. After all, with a taxi, there's plenty of chances to milk your customers for information. That's probably how they learned about Outer Heaven and Plato's Cavern.
I've been wondering what they had done with the bodies.
Want to hide a book? What better place than the library? Need to hide a body? How about the morgue?
And for them, keeping the bodies hidden is crucial. I mean, if somebody who's supposed to be dead is out walking the streets, it wouldn't be too hard to figure out that something screwy is going on.
That means that if we can figure out who these bodies were, then we've just nailed 4 snatchers.
You guys seriously couldn't, like, afford a little refrigeration or something? Even a couple of chest freezers? I mean, ugh. Well, okay. Well, let's, I guess let's start looking. Yup. Except I don't see any freezers in here, so how was it a proper morgue at one point? That's probably pertinent. Ugh. 16-bit or not, this is still friggin' ugh. Ugh, couple sandwiches I ate a while ago are really sitting nicely with me now. Oh, stop showing me that. Okay. Could you do that, baby? Okay. A lot of options here. Ugh. Stop this. What? Well, there are teeth. I mean, I can see them right there. Yeah. Missile. Would that have anything to do with it? I wouldn't think so. But... okay. Anything more to investigate? There's the duct, I guess. Alright, well, let's do this. I hope this isn't another tricky puzzle thing.
Now performing simulated reconstruction of the head and facial features of each of the 4 victims. Commencing with victim number 1.
Okay, it looks like
Now performing craniometric
Metal's
analysis,
doing
X-ray and sagittal X-ray, magnetic resonance imaging, and positron CT data gathered. Complete cranial data now being compiled. Craniometric analysis complete. Now
it's amazing the
reconstruction.
capabilities that
First,
Metal Gear
victims
has,
are
considering how useless it
estimate
is
based
with
on
so
1,
many basic
presence or
things.
absence of cranial fontanelles and chroma of epicranial sutures. 2. Area of facial region and cranium. 3. Height of upper and lower jaw and development of alveolar part. And 4. Location of cranial center of gravity. Next, victim sex. Estimate based on 1. Overall size of cranium. 2. Parietal bone angle. And 3. Development of splachocranium. Lastly, victim's race. Estimate based on 1. Overall cranial configuration. 2. Volume of intracranial cavity. And 3. Mass of the skull. Now commencing soft feature reconstruction based on averaged results of above analysis. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of first victim completed.
It's Freddie Nielsen.
Moving on to second victim. Now commencing reconstruction of
You know,
features of
that
victim number 2.
montage thing that we had
Now
to do
starting
before,
craniometric analysis.
the way this is acting
Complete
sounds
cranial
like
data
Metal
now
could have
being
done a lot of it.
compiled
Why
using
did
the
I have to
same
go
techniques
through
as the
that
previous
hell?
Reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete.
Because you're
Now commencing
basically
reconstruction
rebuilding
using the
4
same
people
techniques
and
as the previous
identifying them based on
reconstruction.
nothing more than their frickin' skeletons.
Reconstructing.
Like,
Initial phase
what?
completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of second victim.
Ah, yes,
completed.
lady.
That's Lisa Nielsen.
Moving on to third victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 3. Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of third victim
Wait,
completed.
Who in the world is
is that Napoleon?
That's the director of Queen's Hospital.
Oh, no.
Shin Fui, what's his face?
Chin Chu O Gillian. Moving
Right.
on to last victim.
Okay.
Now commencing reconstruction.
I was like,
of
oh
features
god,
of victim
it
number 4.
wouldn't surprise me if it
This
is
one's the
Napoleon.
most recent. It's still decomposing.
Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average
Again,
values.
why did I need
Now adding postulated hair and eye
to do that
features.
montage before?
Reconstruction of head of final victim completed.
Wait. Is it?
It's the chief!
Oh.
What?
Balls.
The chief is a snatcher. The Benson on the scrap of that patient record was Benson Cunningham.
Judging from the condition of the body, I would estimate that the snatching took place approximately 1 month ago.
So it was the chief who sabotaged our turbo cycle. And those matches we found in Harry's room, the chief must have put them there to try to set him up.
No doubt Harry figured it out and decided to leave that face-to-face message. Wait a minute. Didn't Mika say that Harry had left to go find the chief?
That's right. He was probably trying to track down some evidence on the chief.
Gillian, I'd say that this Harry has put himself in a pretty dangerous spot.
If it was the chief that sabotaged the turbo cycle, doesn't that mean that he already knows we're onto him?
Damn! Harry and Mika are in danger.
Yes, they are. Oh, man.
That's far enough, Junker. Your little investigation is over.
Uh-oh.
It's them!
Who? Snatchers?
Get them!
Eep. Oh, shit. Well, this escalated quickly.
Can't reach my blaster!
I'm hit in the leg.
Is that the best you can do, Junker?
Who's there?
Jin Shuo, you scum!
It seems you still have some fight left in you. You two are finished, but our plans move forward. We are now entering Phase 2. And when we do, not only this city, but the entire world will be ours to command.
Phase 2?
Oh,
What are
boy.
you talking about?
As you know, our operations have been hindered up to now by the flaws in our artificial skin. The skin's shortcomings have kept us away from ultraviolet rays, forcing us to do our work at night, underground, or in the winter.
You're gonna become
In the
daywalkers?
end, we had to construct a hospital like this, all because of the flaws in our artificial skin. This was the only difference between us and you humans. But now we have broken this barrier.
Huh?
We are on the verge of developing a perfect artificial skin, thanks to the cooperation of a new partner in our plan.
Perfect artificial skin? A new partner?
Once we have the new skin, nothing will be able to stop us. And with that, our plan moves to Phase 2. Our little experiment in this city will end, and we'll move in force.
You know,
to
you
take
probably
over the
could have just
world.
killed me and that would have
Be so
solved everything,
sure.
but
You won't get out of the city
that wouldn't
easy.
make for a good narrative.
You humans are always so overconfident, so naive.
What are you talking about?
I'm sure you're aware that the Kyoto Summit, being held to decide how to handle the Snatcher problem, opens tomorrow.
Ruh-roh.
Is that right?
Yes. Countries around the world are concerned about the Snatcher problem. It will be one of the main topics discussed at this year's summit.
That's right. Tomorrow,
Oh,
we
dear.
attack the summit.
You must be crazy. The security there will be incredible. You won't even get close.
Must I explain everything to you, Junker? Aren't you even aware that a fellow junker will be giving a special presentation at the summit?
The chief! Cunningham! So that's why you snatched him.
We've known that your chief would be speaking at the summit for over 3 months now.
Gillian, the summit is tomorrow. We have to hurry.
Listen, we have your chief. You junkers are at our mercy, and so is this city. And tomorrow, we move on the world. Nothing can stop us now. We will finally achieve our long-awaited goal of global domination.
Who is this we you keep talking about?
Snatchtopia.
We are an evolved life form, given life in the depths of the Kremlin by our creator, Modnar. We
Modnar?
are a new race.
Modnar the Viking or something?
Modnar?
Modnar? The Kremlin? Those names are familiar, but...
Our goal is to
I
snatch
am
all of the
Modnar
world's
the
leaders,
Snatcher.
and then achieve total control of human thought and worldwide racial unification.
You're insane. Humanity won't be so easily dominated. You underestimate the strength of the human spirit.
I think not. In the same way as the
He would have
Nazis,
bled out by now.
our strategy begins with the overpowering of the spirit of the people. We will strike at you humans' weakest point, the most primitive part of your psychological makeup.
This has become a very
Your
Kojima-esque
suspiciousness
cutscene,
and fear. By provoking suspicion,
i.e. it's
and
very long.
mistrust throughout the populace, we will destroy that fragile fabric which holds your society together. That of trust. Fear is you humans' weak point. It is the primitive part
Fear
of your
is
brains
you humans'
that
weak
binds
point?
you forever to your animal ancestors and makes you
Like,
vulnerable.
You fully
By
voiced that
stimulating
wrong.
that part of your atavistic instincts, our plan can succeed magnificently.
Gillian, at this rate, they'll kill us all. You've got to get out alive. You're a junker.
Just what have you have in mind?
I've got a big fireworks show ready for him. Better that than get snatched.
What?
What? You're gonna blow yourself up? No, we're better off fighting together.
Hey, it won't work. I'm hit in the thigh. Ow, oh, damn. A bounty hunter can't do anything with a leg wound like this.
We're just gonna sit here and have this
Might as well
2-minute
have been shot in the head.
conversation
There must
while
be
you're.
some way
I
out
hope
of
you don't
here.
mind.
Hey,
Oh,
I
it's
wasn't
fine.
doing
I
this
wait for
job
you.
Just for fun, I stayed ready for situations like this. I've always been prepared to go out with a bang.
It's December. A little late for fireworks.
So it'll be an off-season show.
No, I can't let you.
My belt's packed with TNT-PX. You know, that really strong stuff they use in the mines on Mars.
I
One
continue
push,
waiting,
and
it's
this whole
fine.
hospital will go. No trouble at all. No time to sit around thinking, Junker boy. Go! What are you doing? Get your butt moving, you fool! Get out through this air shaft. I've got a powerful strobe on me. Its flash will screw up their sensors long enough for you to get out. Now, you with me? Fireworks are better from a distance anyway, Gillian.
Are you two finished chatting?
Seriously.
Then I think it's time for you to die. We're quite busy, you know.
Ready? When I give the signal, break into the air shaft and run. And don't forget your blaster.
Metal, stay with me.
Yes, sir.
Random.
Gillian! Doesn't look like I'm gonna have a chance to call in that debt you owe me.
Don't worry. I'll pay it back to the Snatchers with interest.
All
With
right,
interest.
go. Run, Gillian!
Well, that was a long-ass cutscene, especially for a 16-bit game. Hmm?
Metal, are you okay?
I sound like Max Headroom. Ba-dee. That's all metal.
Random blew himself up after getting us into this air shaft.
Random.
Totally random, right?
That explosion should have taken all of Queen's Hospital with it.
The thick walls of this duct must have shielded us from enough of the blast. If it wasn't for Random, we wouldn't have made it. Oh, Random.
Gillian,
Oh,
we have no
Random.
time for
You're
grief
so
now.
crazy.
We must get back to Junker headquarters as quickly as possible. Harry and Mika are in danger.
You're right. And I have to keep my promise to Random. But first, we have to figure out how to get out of here.
Oh my god, this scene just keeps going. Okay, God's sake, save. Oh man, that went on for quite a while. Holy jumping. Certainly would explain why the chief was such a useless twit, though, given that, yeah, he was actually in on it. Alright, well, I saw that we could turn on Metal's light, so let's do that, number one. At least his light is actually a little more useful in this duct. Well, it would have to, wouldn't it? Oh, so okay, so I don't have to actually, bring his light around? That's handy. Scratches. Oh, dear. Somebody's been in here. Yep. There's stuff in here. I bet it's those friggin' little things. Those little, sentry robot things that I had to shoot a bunch of. Sorry, guys. Don't know if you heard that. My dog's just getting up. Yeah. Uh-oh. Geez, I've never had to do that before. Well, I hear the dripping water. Okay, so I can't move, so I guess I have to, just keep looking around, I guess? Oh, excuse me a moment. Oh, pardon me. Goodness. 'Tis springtime in the city. Level 4 hardness steel. Okay. Not just a simple air duct, eh? Huh, that's pertinent. Crap, that probably means there's Snow 9 in here, too. Yep. Oh, balls. Yeah, it's coming from in front. Can I... Still can't move yet, which is kind of weird. Okay, so why can't we move that way? Yeah, maybe. Oh, wait. I saw that advance. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm probably going to be saving a lot more frequently at this point because it certainly looks like we have stuff on top here, on top of us soon, so. All right. Let's do this. Ah, shiz. Yeah, in sectors. Oh god, here we go. Oh man, these are fast and furious too. I really hope it's not 7 million of them like there was the first time I had to fight them. Also, those ones in the middle look like they're just standing on thin air. There's nothing for those middle ones to actually be grasping to, and yet there they are. Crap. Oh, this is tough. Especially since my gun is not firing all the time. Shit. Ooh. Well, what do you know about that? I think it's actually my first ever game over. Yeah, I think it is. Oh, well, I'm glad I saved where I did. Man, they come really fast, and the thing I hate is the controls are not precise. I can't imagine having to shoot this many this quickly using a light gun peripheral. Like, man, because this has light gun support. Like, you'd have to aim so fast, and light guns are not exactly the world's most precise instruments. But yeah, like, the gun doesn't even fire frequently. Like, you can't actually rapid fire with it. Oof. Wow. I hope there isn't too many more of these in the game, because man, this is brutal. Because hey, you have to shoot so fast, and the gun basically, like, you don't have to reload, but it doesn't fire super fast when you're dealing with a lot of enemies. Okay, concentrate here. Here we go. Like, when they come up in rapid quantities, you just can't shoot fast enough. God, I feel like I'm in one of Giant Bomb's Breaking Brad segments. You just can't move quick enough. Holy jumpin'. Maybe one of those things where I have to work on beating this and then come back, because you guys don't want to watch me do this 100 times over. gun just doesn't respond when enemies appear in rapid succession like that. Nope. Alright. I'm gonna do one more of these guys, and if I can't pull it off, I will pause the video and come back when we've got this sorted, because watching me do this a million times in a row is not really entertaining for you guys, I don't think, so. I gotta say, though, I do not like the combat in this game at all. It feels like Konami went, well, there has to be some kind of gunplay in this game, and it was clearly tacked on and just not well planned or executed or thought out. It's just, yeah, it's not good. It's really, really not good at all. Alright, guys, well, you know what? We're at about 50 minutes here, so I'm just going to call this an episode at this point, actually. So I'm going to get past this section, and then we will start the next episode right when I get past this, and we'll go from there, I think. I think it makes a little bit more sense. So, alright, so thank you guys very much for watching, as always. If you liked what you saw, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps me out a great deal. And yeah, let me know what you think of my slightly tweaked audio setup. I may very well tweak it some more going forward, but I'm hoping this is going to sound a little bit better. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time after I beat my head against this insector wall for a while. Take it easy, guys.